Hello, sir. I say, sir. Hello.
I say, sir.
Hang on, let me start this again. So what I tried to say there at the start was, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, but instead I'll turn it into, hello, sir. I got confused, basically, confuzzled. Sozzle. No, that's when you get bloody drunk and pissed off your face. I don't even.
Yeah,
anyway, welcome to I Say Sir. Yeah, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Welcome to I Say Sir.
I say, sir.
So I believe the date is I don't know, whatever. So we're going to dive straight into the questions, Mr. Kirioff. So the first question we have. In fact, before we do that, I'm going to get aggressive.
Oh,
because the whole idea with I Say Sir is you ask us questions and we answer the questions, but we need something, entertaining to play in the background for your eyeballs to look at. Now, there's been some suggestions, and I'm not going to go into detail, but almost all of them are absolutely terrible. So yet again, I have been forced to come up with my own challenge, which is indeed me and Kirioff playing Dawn of War 2. So I hope you enjoy this. Love it. So, Mr. Kirioff, we'll go into the questions. So, where do we begin?
First question from Kallenar. What is your favourite alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, and how much tea do you drink on an average day?
Well, my favourite alcoholic beverage, currently, I'll say, because this does change, is honey-flavoured ale. Now, I like Slater's, I believe it's called, Queen Bee. I really like that. It's quite the thing.
It's quite the classy drink, Slater's as well. Slater's is a real ale company, good lord.
Real ale?
Real ale. Not this shitty lager crap that you get in normal pubs. Ugh.
Yeah, like bloody, I don't know, Carling. Or like
Devil's Piss.
Bog swill water, like Budweiser. What's that? I mean, go away. You need a real ale, my boy. A real ale. And the best pubs are the ones that serve all the real ales. In fact, there was one on the local news recently, and it's got like 30 pumps, but they're all like local. Because I mean, you go into a so-called pub these days. You're looking at these friggin', I don't know, what's it called? Weatherspoons. You go in there, and there'll be one pump of probably Carling and another one of some rancid
Stella,
cider.
Probably. There'll be Stella, Carling, and Strongbow. That's it. That's all.
Bit of wife beer, and that's it. So you go to the bar and it's like, what shall I have? Well, I've only got 2 friggin' choices.
And both of them taste like shit.
Yeah, I'll have a pint of your finest piss, good sir. One moment. So no. Real ale, that's what Stylosa like. So what about you, Mr. Kirioff? I'm guessing it's going to be port.
Oh, no. For my favourite, I think probably my favourite alcoholic drink is probably, it's a cider called Thatcher's Katie. It's delicious. And it's like...
Is that Maggie Thatcher's daughter?
No. Oh. No, it's like it was found in like the 1800s, so I don't think so. But yeah, the manufacturer is Thatcher's. Sorry, the brewer is Thatcher's, and the cider's called Katie, and it's like 7.8%, and it's delicious.
Hang on. Are you having an affair with this Katie?
Only to the tune of 4 bottles, or so. A day. No, that's not okay.
A day? What?
Although that's really hard to come by because it's quite you don't get it in pubs. So like that's my absolute favourite. But if I'm out and there's like nothing better, I will drink Stella's Cidra. I'll drink that because that's quite nice. And I've had 4 of those today at lunchtime. I had no power. What else are you supposed to do? All you can do is drink. There's nothing left for you in life, and you got no internet.
Yeah, basically, Kirioff's internet collapsed, so he was forced to go to the pub, which isn't really that bad, but, whatever. I mean, as we were discussing, you can kind of understand how people become raging alcoholics because they've got no internet. So I look at these people who are like, in their 50s and 60s or whatever, and I'm like, I can understand why you go to the pub every day because, well, you had no internet, you had no YouTube, you couldn't watch Unit Lost, you just wallowed in a pit of your own filth.
There's nothing to live for, so you may as well go and give yourself liver poisoning. At least it'll be enjoyable to the start.
So, what's the other part of this question?
Non-alcoholic beverages. That doesn't apply to me.
So now this is going to be blatantly obvious. It's going to be tea. It's obviously got to be tea. Now, we've got to go into detail on this because things like Tetley tea, I hate that. PG tips, it's okay. But I'll only drink that if I'm desperate. You know, if I go into a shop and there's nothing else available, then I will get PG tips. Mainly because I don't like that stupid monkey on the box, and I also don't like the guy who advertises it.
Johnny Vegas.
Yeah, I don't like him. So I hate that shit. So the taste is bad, and the whole overall image is just bad. Yorkshire tea, now I quite like that. That's quite nice. It's got a nice smooth flavour to it. But it's not the best. But again, if I go into a shop and there's Yorkshire tea and nothing else, or like Yorkshire tea, PG tips and Tetley or whatever, then I'll get Yorkshire tea. However, my absolute favourite is Twining's Breakfast Blend. That is dead nice. It's in a yellow box and it's dead nice. In fact, I mean, I'm not even making this up. I've actually got a cup of tea of that now, right in front of me. It's so nice.
See,
also,
I was going to say Twining's Breakfast
finished
as well. I'll agree.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. So, what do you mean you agree with me?
I agree with you.
You ain't worthy enough to drink such a beverage, sir.
Get out.
You make me sick. Also, Twining's Earl Grey, like Captain Picard. I'll tell you what, that's quite nice as well.
Nice.
And also, I've had the. I'm not really that fond of the fruity teas.
Oh no, I don't.
One
like
of them's
those.
okay though. Well, one's okay. It's like blackcurrant and I think it's blackcurrant and raspberry. It might be blackcurrant, cranberry and raspberry, something like that. But that's quite nice. The only thing is, it tastes like you're drinking jam, or for you Americans, Jello, I believe you call it. I think you call it Jello anyway, but jam. Google English jam, that stuff. As if it's been melted down, and yeah. So basically, my favourite would be Twining's Breakfast Blend. Dead nice. Good lord.
So that's probably the favourite, but
And also Monster Ripper.
that's not tea, you know. But what we have, because Kat likes the fair trade stuff, is the Co-op finest fair trade stuff, which is actually really nice. I didn't think I'd like it when we first got it, but it is nice. And
their fair trade chocolate's dead nice as well, and the little blue bars.
The fair trade stuff tends to be. I think it's because they're actually willing to pay people for high quality stuff, whereas as opposed to.
Well, Cadbury's is fucking terrible. You get Cadbury's and it's got it's just mainly bloody fat and milk. There's nothing else in it. A bit of chocolate. The cocoa. Crap.
I think Galaxy's the best chocolate by far.
Oh god, Mars chocolate is dead nice. Yeah, Mars Galaxy chocolate.
Yeah.
Thornton's is too. That's too rich. That is. I don't like that. And Hershey, that American chocolate.
That's just brown
That
and
is terrible.
sick in a wrapper. That doesn't count as anything. It's disgusting.
Solidified sick bar.
Oh.
So anyway, I think we got to come off. What was the point? Yeah, what's your favourite non-alcoholic drink?
Monster Ripper.
Well, we've solved that then. Okay, so where do we go next, Mr. Kirioff?
Well, this is
Thank you, Kallenar.
Yeah, cheers, Kallenar, you tea-drinking madman. This is from Minntake. If there was a 100% guarantee it would be good, which video game would you like made into a movie?
That's quite interesting.
It is. That's quite difficult. That actually. You could, if you wanted to be a particularly sad person, then you could look at the recent works by George Lucas and say Star Wars: The Old Republic. If that got turned into a film.
You know what? I'm actually kind of stumped here. I don't really know.
See, to me, I think it depends on what game you're playing at the time. Because when we were playing World of Warcraft, I'd have killed for a decent World of Warcraft film. But now I'm not that fussed because I don't really play it. Like, I mean,
Well, the issue I've got is the things I'm thinking now coming up in my head are obviously things like Half-Life 2, even The Witcher 2. That's quite good, but they are stories in themselves. You know, they're almost like playing a film anyway. So it wouldn't really make that much sense. Like, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Would never be as good, I don't think. I mean, I can tell you what the worst film-related game thing I ever seen was, and that was Doom. That was terrible. That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
What about Battleship? That was based on a game.
That was although that was the worst load of shite
that
I've ever
was
seen.
The worst film ever.
Well, that was just round.
See, I'd say I'm kind of tempted in some ways to say League of Legends just because I play it so much and I do like the game. But the thing is, I know it's
hell would that even be a
but
film?
the thing is, I know it's 100% guarantee it would be good. But
and the law,
for League of Legends is so terrible.
It's like the guy with the lamppost. I mean, what the hell?
There was a guy with a lamppost, and well, he didn't have a lamppost. There was a guy, and he walked in, and he was like, "I want to be in the League of Legends," and everyone went, "Okay, we don't know who you are, but okay." And then he won everything, and then they said, "You're too powerful, have a lamppost," and he said, "Okay." And that's his story. That is Jax's backstory. A fucking 4-year-old could have written that in crayon. whilst bouncing
Who's
up
the
and
guy?
down.
Who's the guy who did the Blood Rain film? Yui Boll.
Yui
him.
Boll?
Yeah. He can. It's the sort of film he should direct.
He's filmed
No, honestly, okay. I've had a good idea now. I think maybe like a Grand Theft Auto GTA gangster style film would be good.
Oh yeah, that would work.
That would probably work.
What about?
Ultraviolet.
Oh shit, Eve. A film set in the Eve universe with like, all the. I'd watch that.
Yeah, that'd be quite good. You know,
Good sci-fi films are thin on the ground. I would watch. If it was 100% guaranteed it would be good, I would watch a filmed version of Eve Online.
I think I would as well. I mean, let's face it, they're quite good at making cinematics anyway.
Yeah.
Look at our awesome game. By the way, it should, in fact, on the bottom of their little splitty trailers, it should have a thing saying not representative of actual gameplay fucking footage. You do not fly around like you're some sort of space mass murderer guy. Oh my god. Yeah, but I agree with that. That's quite good. I mean, I guess I could look back to the stupid stuff like Command and Conquer, but again, I'm like, well, how the hell could that even be made into a film?
Yeah, I think it.
Well,
needs,
I guess.
Mind you, you
Company
kind
of Heroes is being made into a film, but that just looks shit.
That looks-
Vinnie Jones, piss off.
why is he in anything?
know.
I was going
really
to say
don't
in
know.
that film, but why is he in anything? He can't act. He's terrible. Oh, we've got a new role for you, Vinny. It's something a bit different. We want you to play this massive, quiet guy who punches people in the face. I know it's a bit of a departure from your old stuff, but we really think you've got the. I mean, everything he does is exactly the fucking same. It's terrible. Oh god.
Massively typecast, but then let's be honest, that's the only thing he can do. So hats off to him for becoming.
He can barely
quite
fucking
good at
string
the
a
only thing he can
sentence
do.
together. So
Yeah, been bashed too many times on the head. So I think Minntake, was it? In answer to your question, I think we've both agreed on maybe Eve Online, some type of film adaptation of Eve would be quite the thing.
I'd watch that all day, literally.
So-
I'd just have it on repeat.
All day.
All
What
day.
the hell? So literally, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So where do we go next, Mr. Kirov? Thank you very much, Minntake.
Next is from JS, and it was: if you were given the option to remake an old game today with today's modern graphics / sound, what would it be?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, no, that's not a serious answer. That's just a retarded answer. Modern Warfare was good, and all the other games after it were questionable. Infinity Menendez, and I'll just leave it at that. Nobody knows what we're talking about, so I can't leave it at that. So basically, one dark day in TeamSpeak, we're sitting there, and I'm laughing at Kirioff because I've just completed Black Ops 2, and I'm going, it was on my Xbox, and I'm like, this is just, it's so terrible. There's this guy, Menendez, and it's like, yeah, Menendez. So then for an hour, we just shouted Menendez at each other. But then we realised that the announcer from Halo 4, and I think he's in all the Halo games, sounds really terrible as well. So when you go and play the game mode Infinity Slayer, he goes, Infinity Slayer! So we naturally, after about an hour of shouting these things at each other in TeamSpeak, came to the conclusion of Mr. Kirioff, Infinity Menendez! Exactly, so that's where that comes from.
I can't.
You know what? We should just record this shit and just throw it out like a podcast.
So there it.
I don't even know what was the question.
If you were given the option to remake an old game today with modern graphics and sound, what would it be?
Oh, okay. So,
So I'm horribly tempted to just go straight back to it and say Freelancer. Because I loved that game. I loved it. Everything about it.
but
was
you're
perfect.
getting that anyway with Star Citizen. Just shut your
I
bloody
know,
mouth.
but it's not the same.
Shut up.
Theme Hospital.
Theme Hospital, yeah. With physics, so when you pop the bloated head, oh yeah,
Blood everywhere.
It makes the curtains all ripple in a surgery, or the inflation chamber, or whatever it was. I don't know. You know, I think. I guess the problem I've got is old games were good because of the graphics they had at the time. So to simply take a game and renew it and give it better graphics sort of makes... I don't really know what to say to that. I mean, I could say things like... I mean, if you remember my rant about the perfect MMO, a solid MMO, you could take the first EverQuest, so, you know, EverQuest, and give that amazing graphics, and then that would be okay. But the problem is it's such an archaic system. You just could not play it these days. So kind of really wouldn't work. I don't know.
So I think actually there are two I quite like. I quite like Command and Conquer Generals because I like that game, and it does look dated now.
And we thought we were getting that with Command and Conquer Generals too, or Generals, whatever they've called it.
It was just fucking lies, though, wasn't it? Lies and
they need to release some more information, but yeah, free to play, rancid garbage.
And I think actually the other one might be the original Dawn of War, because Dawn of War 2 is good, but it's different. It's not, it's different in terms of squad sizes and the way the game's played, and I don't know. I really liked the original Dawn of War, and Dawn of War 2 was a lot different to it. But if there was a fully updated, modernised version of Dawn of War, I'd probably play it. Because I like the big army sizes and stuff, and the base building and so on. So,
I guess stuff like Age of Empires as well.
Yeah. I think the original Age of Empires would be good as well.
You know what? I think this upgrading of graphics engines probably is better for stuff like RTS games, and even FPS games and stuff like that, but not games that are lacking critical features. Really old games that are not really playable anymore. Unless we're of course saying they get updated with, the way they function and all the rest of it. Then I guess we could just say anything. So I don't really know. So what are we saying to this? I'm saying maybe something like Age of Empires or an EverQuest, or
I'd say probably Age of Empires, Dawn of War, or Generals. One of those three for me. I'd take any of them. Any one of those three.
Good lord.
Get on it.
And love it long time. Get on it?
Yeah,
right,
go on, someone saw it.
You out there, listen to this, get onto it and make it happen.
You've been commanded.
So, I think we'll call it today, sir, for the Q&A of I Say Sir. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, click on the link in the description below. This will take you to our forums where you can leave a little question and a crazy little challenge. Now, please think of something good for us to do. There are some decent ones that have been floating around that we may use. Stuff like getting us to actually play Train Simulator properly, which would be crazy, but that might work. I don't know. So please leave your questions in the thread below. Yeah, and make sure you follow me on Twitter, which is @YouLostGame, and follow Kirioff. He's @Kirioff. And we'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.